definition. So in the last session, I think we discussed about constructor.
Overloading and parameterized constructor.
Discuss constructor name is same the class name
Yeah.
first.
So let's constructor definition. Again, I'd like to give you. Constructor is a way to initialize
Object.
at the time of its creation, right? And
Right.
constructor is called how many times for one object?
Only one.
Only one.
Constructor is called only
Only
once. No. For one object, only once, right?
Yeah.
For
Right.
each object, it is called only once, right? So, and constructor, what it does, it is used to initialize object.
Object.
Constructor. No confusion at all, right? Yep. Why? Here, let me write the definition first. It is used to initialize what I'm saying. It is used to initialized object at the time of
Creation.
its creation. It's clear? It is used to initialize object at the time of its creation. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah.
And object must, you also remember this line, object must be initialized
Nice.
before in use. Otherwise, it does not make
Right.
sense. What I said? Object must be initialized before in use. Make sense?
Yes.
And when you write the constructor, there is some rule, right? So I can say rules for constructor. Any guess? Rules for constructor. First rule is
Constructor
the
name.
same as the class.
name must be same, right?
Yes, must be same. Right.
Same as class name. Second one is no return type.
Yes.
Right? No return type.
Same type.
This is the main tool, no return type. So let me show you. If you cannot use object without initialization. I'm going to make a program for you. Like here we have a class customer, right? And customer has, if you don't understand, let me know immediately, okay? I'm just, for simplicity purpose, I'm just taking name equals to, don't take anything, right?
Yeah.
If you don't take anything, by default, it will take default value. So I'm just taking name and age. Like here, if you do not define any constructor, right? And I'm just adding one method, public is optional, you write or not, doesn't matter. Right? And what this print does, this print is going to print the
System.
.out.println.
This method, right?
Give me a second. This is a method. And in this, we don't have any constructor that I want to show you. Anybody have any question so far?
No.
No question. Very nice. Like here, let's see the output of it and why. So you can make another class, right? Main. Please reply, right? Two classes I make. First class is a template. Second contains main method. I can use public, static, void, main.
Main. Print argument.
Main here, don't forget to write argument like this. And here you can make an object of customer, right? See.
Right.
Like here in Java, if you do not write any constructor, it will take default constructor. Default means
Right.
generated by the compiler. So in this, you cannot see any constructor, but one constructor is there who generating compiler.
Compile.
So if you are not passing any parameter to it to make the to initialize the object, which constructor is getting used over here? Default. And if you call c dot print method, let's see the output. Okay. Hello. What is the output of it? Sir,
Name.
reply. Let me tell you. If you go to the print, right? Because when you are calling customer, it is making an object of it, right?
Right.
Actually, new is creating an object of it, and constructor is initializing the value. And here you are not passing any value, right? So
Right.
who inject the default constructor in this? This kind of constructor is automatically written by the compiler. What? Public customer.
Customer.
Hmm. This is called, if this constructor is written by the compiler, right? Then it is called default constructor. But if it is written by the programmer, then it is called no argument constructor.
No argument.
So default constructor is only injected by compiler. Are you following me? This is default constructor. Why? Because it is
Injected by compiler. By compiler.
injected by the compiler. If you write it manually, then it will become no argument constructor.
No
Hmm.
argument.
Understand the difference between default constructor and no argument constructor? In Java, if you do not write any constructor here, what? Please, if
You don't write anything.
programmer, important, does not write any constructor, then any guess? If programmer, you guys are not blank, fill in the blank. If programmer does not write any constructor, then Java
Compiler.
compiler
With
inject
injects default constructor.
Default.
or constructor inside it.
Yeah.
Let me make more space for you. If programmer does not write any constructor, then Java compiler inject default constructor inside the class. Confused? No?
No.
No.
Done. If somebody would ask the definition of the default constructor, you can explain the same thing. This you are not supposed to forget. Okay, done. The default constructor will give the default value. Say name, in case string text default value, you should know it. String text default value null. So output will be name equals to, any guess?
Now.
It will print like this. And default value of integer is 0. So it will take age equals to, any guess? I'll tell
0.
you 0.
0.
Output, right? So name null and age 0 does not make sense. That's why I'm saying you cannot rely on default constructor. Okay, you have to write your own parameterized constructor so that you can slice it as per your choice. Fine. So in this, I can write my parameterized constructor. Allow me how you can use a constructor customer, and it can take how many parameter?
Two.
Two
One. Two.
parameter. First parameter is n. Second parameter is integer age. Right. This is parameterized constructor. So name n you can assign to name, and age in age you can assign to a. Make sense? Done. So this program is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Let me write in the editor and run it.
Awesome.
I'm not in hurry. I want you should also do practice daily basis. Customer is there already. Okay, let me do with outside package. Customer, right? String name, integer age, And this is default constructor, right?
Right.
See, default constructor only will come in the picture when you do not write your own constructor, right? Like right now,
Right.
if you write only parameterized constructor like this, integer, sorry, string and name, integer a, name and
Name equals to n.
age equals to a,
Mhm.
and you public is optional. I told you, right? I'm habitual of writing it because normally we make method public.
Void.
Void print. So you are going to print name, sorry, name equals to name, mm,
Age.
age, right? And here the main method you can write here to run my program. Main method. Oh, main is coming last. So guys, in this we don't have default constructor. People answer my question. In this case, we have default constructor or not?
No.
Not.
No.
No, sir.
Is
Yeah,
correct to
that's right.
everybody? Let me write it. Hey, in this class, do we have default constructor? Answer is
No.
No.
no. Oh, why? Because we wrote parameterized constructor, then Java compiler will not give you default constructor. If you want to write constructor, default you cannot do it, right? In this case, you have to write no argument constructor. This is not default constructor. This is
No argument.
Argument constructor.
no arg constructor. Why? Because why? Because
It is
programmer
programmer is creating.
is creating it manually, right? And default constructor can give default value, right? Name equals to Mr. Nagin. This is my name. And age 40. That's fine.
Fine.
Okay. So now if you use this constructor, name will be Mr. Nagin, age would be 40. But here you can give value of your choice. So this is the example of constructor overloading or not? I
Yes.
can write one more constructor. Like here, I'm just giving only name, right?
Right.
So if you give the name, name will be said, and age you can give default value. Make sense? That yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You pass only name, right? Age will be 30. If you don't pass anything, age would be 40. This will take name and age of your choice. Okay. Three constructor we have. This mechanism is called writing more than one constructor in class is called
Overloading.
writing more than one constructor. Writing more than one constructor is called
Method overloading.
writing more than one constructor in a class is called, don't know, in a class is called constructor overloading. Confused? No. Hmm? A constructor overloading is clear. No confusion at all. Why we do constructor overloading? Order to initialize attribute as per the need. If you want to initialize attribute name Mr. Nagin age, you can use this constructor. If you only want to initialize name, right, of your choice and age by default, you can use this one. So constructor, why use constructor overloading? To initialize object as per our need, right? Done.
Yeah.
So which constructor you want to use? People come with me. If here you see my style, I'm using default, sorry, no argument constructor. So what it will print, sir? It will print the default value. Yes or no? If you
Yes.
run it,
Yes.
Yes.
again 40. Let's do that. Hello. Yeah. Why is crying? And C2, if I want to pass only
Name.
name, right? So this will print, you know it, right? This will print Jill, Jack, sorry, Jack and age 30. I told you. Default value, right? Similarly, if you take this and here if you take age 20, so in this case it will take name and age both, right?
Right.
Value.
Constructor overloading.
Yeah, this is enough for constructor. If anybody have any question query, please ask.
No.
No question.
No
See,
question.
what I'm expecting, whatever program I'm doing, you just go and make the same program how many times? 10
10 times.
times.
So Nagendra, I have a question. So if we use the right click in the source to make the constructor, it does a little bit differently. Can you explain why?
No. It's not differently. That I'll come to that. Okay. It would be the same whatever we are doing. Clear? But we
Okay.
need to. I'll give you more knowledge. Then automatically that will be clear to you. Okay. I'm going to
Okay.
do that. Next thing which I'm going to teach you is this keyword. What?
This keyword.
This keyword. Normally people are super duper confused in this keyword. Let's try to understand. Hey, what is the keyword? Who will tell me? Keywords are those words which meaning is predefined for Nagendra. That's correct? No,
No.
uh, it is keyword. It is a keyword. What is the keyword? Reserve
This is the keyword.
words which meaning is predefined for the compiler. Confused?
No.
Nope.
Reserve words which meaning is predefined for the compiler. I am telling you, you should try to understand the thing. No need to mug it. Don't mug it. What I said? Do not mug the thing. Clear? Try to understand and just then explain in your words. Done? Okay. This this keyword refers what? This keyword refers current object being used. I'll explain you with the help of example, right? For example, we have a class. Class is, any guess? Who? And in this class we have nothing. We have just integer x equals to 100, right?
Mhm.
We have a public void print. This program is super duper easy or not? In this program,
Easy.
do you have default constructor? Any guess?
No.
My question, listen to me. I said
No.
in this constructor or in this program, do you have default constructor? Answer is
Yes.
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 No.
Like here, why? We have default constructor, man.
No.
I told you, if you do not write any constructor, compiler will provide you default constructor.
Yeah, I know, but right now not available. When is
No, yeah, you are right.
application
You are right.
working?
Yep.
Application
You're
work?
talking. You are saying cheating, right? You are saying
Right.
right now it is not there, but if you compile it, if you convert into Java bytecode, then it would come. That's
Right.
correct. That's
Right.
correct.
Right.
That's correct. I'm just talking about after compilation, right?
Okay.
Got it? So my program makes sense only when it is compiled. Okay. Got
Yes.
it?
Yes.
But
Got it.
very smart answer. I like it. Okay. Hello. Here we need to understand this, right? I told you this always refer to current object being used. Let's understand the meaning of it. Here, I'm just writing a main method, class main, right? Main class. You can give any name to it, right? Public static void main. This is clear? Super duper clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Need to tell me. Like here, how you can make an object of foo?
Who F equals
F new
new
foo. Default
New.
constructor, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Like here, F contains the address of the foo object. That's correct. Now you print the address of foo. Are you following me? Print ln. It will print some value. That's correct, right?
right.
So now let me write over here. Can you see this?
Yes.
See, F will print what? Any guess?
100.
Memory address.
F contains memory address of foo object. That's correct. Fine. Here, if you call F dot print, let me tell you, when you call print method, hmm, when you call print method, it will go to the this method. Say yes.
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 You call control will go to this method, and here it's printing this. Like this will point to the address of calling object. So this will hold the same address as F or not, because whatever we have address in
Yes.
F, right? Same
Right.
address when you want to access anywhere in your code. Print. Hey, who's calling the print? F, right? So this will give you the address of whom? Hmm?
F.
F.
In this case, it will contain what?
Address.
Address of F.
F.
Make sense? Calling object.
Yes.
So this
Actually,
keyword you can use anywhere in your code, which will point to the address of calling object, right? So if you print the address of F here, address of object F over here, and same thing when you call it by the F, and when you call F dot, right? F address passed to the this keyword. This is clear?
yes.
If I run my program, what happened? Whatever address you are, suppose it is printing address like this, okay? Like it is printing some address like foo
100.
at the rate, something like that, okay? So same address, it will print
100.
here also. Same thing it will print over here. Shall I show you program and hence proved?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Actually, this keyword is full class also, right?
I'm just doing this keyword integer x equals to 100 public void print. It won't be take much time. Sys out. You can print this, and sys out. You can print the value of
X.
hello.
Yes, sir.
You can make the object of foo like far. Name you can give anything. Now I'm just printing far and then I'm calling for dot. Make sense? Hey, what happened? When you first of all, it will print the far, right? Whatever value will come, same value come here, right? So 2 times same value, then it will print x equals 2. Can you see this?
Yes.
Your address, it is printing here. Hmm? You can give some placeholder, right? Data equals 2 plus. Hmm? And here you can write omega, right? So that you can understand, right? Where it is printing what. Make sense?
Yeah.
So first of all, Tata equals to same thing, and then omega equals to same thing. So I hope this keyword is crystal clear to you. This keyword always will print the address of C. Who is calling this method? Far. So whatever address we have in the far, same address will print here. So this is always pointing to the object, calling object, right? Can I say over here?
Can you
It,
repeat that? Can you repeat that again? What you said
this
just?
will contain address of calling object.
Calling object.
The object whoever call the object, this method, this will point to that. Let me make another object. Wow, only. Tell me in this case, right? Both object will have different address. Yes, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So another instance, the class. In this case, tell me, uh, this right? This print is called by far. Hmm? This print is called by far, and again say this print is called by far, right? If name is confusing, you can take pa. Hmm?
Right. Better.
That's good.
Right? So tell me, if pa is calling print method, then this will hold the address of pa. If pa is calling this method, then this will hold the address of fa. That's what I'm saying. This will always hold the address of
Calling
Object.
object.
Calling object.
object. The object, suppose you are calling, it will print your address. If I'm calling it, it will print my address. Okay. So address will be different for fa and
Pa.
can you see this?
Why
The
why
here,
we need why we need object address?
yeah, that is different thing. I'm giving you, I'm actually offering you pizza, right? Right now, what question you are asking? Why you are offering me pizza?
We like it.
First of all, eat it, right? After
Mhm.
that, I will tell you. Okay, got it? But you understand the concept?
Yes.
And you can call as many time as you want again.
Yeah. One method you can call 1,000 times.
Okay.
Got it?
Teacher, why if it's keeping the address of the object, so why it's the difference? So I'm confused with that. So it
No,
should
no,
be
no.
what it should return the
Where
same.
is the confusing? This is different object and this is different object. Every object will have its own address. Every object will have its own unique address. What's your confusion, sir? Can you come
In
again?
in
Well, which is, but still we are calling the method. Print is the method. You are calling the method, so the address should be the same.
Again, you got confused. Why address will be same? Because this object is different and this object is different. They are calling the same method. So when far will call this method, it will print the address of far. When pa will call this method, it will print the address of pa. So this method is called by different object. That's why it will print the different address. Why you
Calling
think
I
this
thought
address will be
yeah,
always
yeah,
same?
I got it. Yeah, I thought it's calling the address of foo. That's why.
No,
Okay,
no, 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 no,
I
no. You
got it.
got it
Okay,
now? Thank you, thank
yeah,
you,
I
thank
got it.
you.
Thank you.
Done. Now I'm going to show you the use of this keyword. Okay. But remember, this always point to the calling object. No need to confuse, right? And this is always associated with object. Remember it. Let me show you this example. Here I'm making a class. It is clear. My class is vehicle. You know vehicle? Yes.
Yes.
Integer, price of the vehicle, string model, right? String brand. That's it, okay? And if you allow to me, here by the rule, all these attributes should be private. Why? If your attribute is private, nobody can access outside the class. Please remember it. Why I'm making private? Because
It cannot be used outside the class.
it can't be used outside the class. Because it cannot be used outside the class. Okay. Hey, can you write the constructor? Yeah, I'm very happy today. You can write constructor. Here you have to use integer p, then string model, and then string brand. Here, tell me, if you have 100 parameter, we have to remember the 100 parameter or not? Because in my mind, I'm thinking p goes to p, right? P goes to price, m goes to model. We have to remember this or not?
Remember?
Remember, we have to remember the order also, which input will go to which attribute, right?
Yeah.
This is the problem, okay? This problem you can solve if you use the same attribute. Can you see this? In this way, you know, this input will go to the price, this model will go to model, and this brand will, which one is easy to remember?
Yeah,
This
this one
one
is
or
easy.
this one, right? So when you have price as an attribute and price as a parameter, then you confuse in this. What you
Yes.
confuse? How you can say this price is the parameter one and this price is the attribute one? In order to distinguish this situation, you can use this keyword. This means attribute one, object attribute, right?
Oh, yeah, this is the one I think he was asking
This is the
before.
first use of this keyword. Okay. So it means if I'm offering you something, there is reason behind it. Okay. Hey, this is clear to everybody?
Yes,
In
clear.
this case, you can take the name of the parameter and name of the attribute same. So this will increase the code readability. Now you know price goes to price, model goes to model, brand goes to brand. How you will distinguish between this is called also parameter or local variable, right?
Right.
This keyword, this keyword is used here. What purpose? To differentiate, right? Yeah.
Translate.
Between,
Local parameters.
let me, this
Attributes and
keyword is
parameters.
used to diff, this keyword is used to distinguish. What man? Simple.
Attributes and parameters.
Uh, Give me a second. Give me a sec. This keyword is used to distinguish between, any guess? No guess.
Local
Attributes
parameters.
and parameters.
Between local variable and instance variable. Object attribute is called
Instance variable. Instance variable.
instance variable. Please remember it. You got confused or understand now? Done.
Instance.
After that, you can use, like here, I'm writing public, no, not write it. You can write a method, okay? Public void print. What this method is doing? It can print all the attribute value like name, price, equals to price. I hope you are good.
So Nagendra, so the instance variable means line 16, yeah?
Instance variable means class attribute, like sorry, object attribute, price, model, and brand.
Okay,
What your
and
confusion, sir?
no, the local is not the same?
Yeah, yeah, local. This is local.
Okay.
And this is called instance variable. Let me write it.
Nagendra sir,
These are,
so instance variable is a global variable, right?
you can say that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These are called instance variable, or you can say global variable also. That's correct. Fine. But yeah, that's fine. Done. Can you make a program? Yep. Mean. Please, can you help me? My public static void. Hey, you have to also make your hand dirty like this. I said vehicle, right? Vehicle. Okay, price. Then model. I don't know. Let's check it. Brand. Brand. Tata. This your brand and this your model. Anybody have any question, query? Ask clear.
Yes.
Now you can print the values. People reply. Done. Anybody have any question, query? It's clear to you. I'm able to
Yeah.
finish.
Good.
Which keyword?
This.
This keyword.
This keyword.
Okay, people, I want you go and do practice of this much. And if anything comes, we can discuss in next session. Thank you so much for your time.